Sometimes I'll like spill something in a room or like I'll like fidget or something and I'll actually watch Lucas like jump. It's one of
You
my
do that on purpose?
No, but of course I don't do it on purpose. It's just my natural way of being. But watching you jump always makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's because you've also broken things. You've broken toys
Okay, that was one time.
twice.
Okay, I broke your $2 fidget toy. Should we throw a party?
And the little squeezy
memorial?
ball and the squeezy ball thing. Remember the squeezy ball thing?
Of course I remember. Why do you think I broke it? I was so obsessed with it. I broke all of Lucas's autism toys by accident.
She breaks a lot.
Do you,
I love that you're like, I'm good, yeah.
We're gonna be measured.
do you subscribe to the
The Autism Church.
Yeah.
Are you a member? You a member of the church?
Yeah, I get the magazine every month.
No, it was funny because one of my family members, let me try to be private about it, but one of my family members, like after like 20 years of being alive, like their mom just told me that they're autistic.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a really long time to be unfairly critical of somebody, you know?
Nosy Meerkats.
A lot of people takes even longer. Even longer.
Yeah. I think Chris Rock just found out, right?
Oh. I
That's
don't know
how he
about Jones,
sounded,
but
too.
I definitely... Sorry, say it again?
I said that's how he sounded too.
Just, oh! I can't do Chris Rock.
You can do Chris Rock.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Can you?
No, not at all.
No.
No, I wish.
Well, this is anticlimactic. Anyway.
I can do Chris Rock.
Oh, wait, do Chris Rock.
But I won't. Because I'm an ally.
Ally shit.
Because I'm an ally.
But no, I want to say something about this show. Well, it wasn't really about the show. Well, first, it was Britt Miggs and Cracked, their holiday roast show. It was a blast. It was really fun. But afterwards, I got burgers with Sonny LaPrade and Freddie Chanel, who both were awesome on the show. But we were sitting outdoors, and next to us was this couple who we guessed that they were on a first date. And it was a guy who, because Freddie has lived in Singapore in the past, believes that this guy was from Singapore and she was like white and American, I'm assuming.
Yeah, assuming.
I don't know.
Keyword.
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know. Love is love. But they were arguing. Well, not arguing, but they were talking about how he thinks it's a good thing for everyone to join the military. And she was like, I think it's very traumatic for a lot of people. And he was like, no, that's just some factions. Like he's like, I had a great time. It's not traumatic at all. And he thought that he was crushing on this date. And he said, I think it's good for I think it's good for daughters too, or children. And like me, Freddie, and Sonny were just like and we just like talked so much about this date after they left. It was a beautiful little bit of people watching. Oh,
I love
so much fun.
a non-binary inclusive urge to join the army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that urge?
Are you calling me non-binary?
No, I'm calling you a soldier.
I am a soldier. I've never felt the urge
God's
to
army.
join the. I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Do you think you know where you'd be?
Whatever ward they hide the autistic people. That's where I would,
Hide on.
the army has like a hidden section.
So the submarines.
Submersibles,
Yeah.
if you will. You ever do that? You ever think you're crushing on a first date and then you don't? I guess
You're the only person in the world who I can honestly say, yeah, I think he's never thought that.
I usually know. I feel like I know when it's going bad
Okay.
because I haven't dated a lot in my life, and I feel like I started dating a lot more after comedy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really? Wait, so how long have you... Well, first off, we should say welcome to
Welcome
Nosy
to
Meerkats
Nosy
podcast.
Meerkats.
Oh,
We're
thank
diving right into it. We're getting deep.
We're going very deep with our guests.
We're exploring the inner recesses of his mind.
And yet I feel so safe doing so.
Yeah.
I can only hope you can say the same. Welcome to our guest, Jason King.
Jason King.
All right, cool. Sorry, where do I sorry. I didn't want to look inside the camera.
You can look. You can look.
Okay.
That was so polite.
You can look inside the camera.
Hey
you can look
there.
inside
Hello.
of
Hello.
our eyes.
Yeah.
Both of Lucas and I share a set of eyes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, these are just copies.
I just took off my glasses so I can. You guys are like fading away.
Oh, are you nearsighted?
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
But I don't like how I look with them on camera. So.
You look great with glasses,
You
though.
think so?
I've
Yeah.
seen you with your glasses. You look amazing.
Thank you.
No, but talk about... So, first off, how long have you been doing comedy?
Maybe like 4 years.
4 years, okay.
Us too.
And how long have you been dating?
How long have I been dating? Oh man, so I grew up religious, so
What, can I ask what religion?
man, you want to go pretty deep, pretty
If
quick.
you would prefer not to say, you can say no.
Let's say no for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's say maybe later in the podcast. We can
Okay,
talk,
okay.
Like if need be. But yeah, no, I grew up pretty religious, and so I was always like afraid of the sex part of the dating.
He grew up Hasidic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be funny if it was like Jewish.
You know what's funny? I went to a Jewish private school for,
Really?
for
Really?
middle school and elementary school.
Whoa.
A lot of days off.
Nice, yeah. Very good. Did you have any favorite holidays or any favorite things you picked up?
Honestly, Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah, Rosh Hashanah is the best. Apples
yeah.
and honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went on a cruise,
That's what they call it.
they when I went on a cruise, they gave us they like it was like Rosh Hashanah on the cruise, and they put out like some really weak challah bread, and just like one loaf, and we're like, here you go. And it turned out to be enough because exactly 5 people showed up to the Rosh Hashanah's cruise thing, and I ended up being the one who like brought apples and honey. I brought them from the cruise dining hall.
Nice.
It
That's
kind of
wonderful.
rocked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Rosh Hashanah is fun. But you said Jewish private school. I feel like with like Catholic private schools, everyone's always like the nuns hit me. So it'd be funny if it was like the rabbis hit me.
No, so we didn't have. I would. So it was like in a Jewish temple.
Okay.
Like there was a temple, and then like remodeled a lot of it into a school. So I didn't have any
Okay.
rabbis teaching me.
Who taught you then?
A lot of Jewish women.
Lower
A lot
level
of
Jewish
Jews.
women.
A lot of Jewish women.
Wow.
Did that carry on for you later in life?
It
Loving
did.
Jewish women.
Yeah.
It really did. Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
We're pretty cool.
Did
Yeah, I
you
think
have any
so.
crushes on teachers? Had to happen.
Not in middle school or elementary school.
Okay.
In high school though?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, so you didn't go to a Jewish high school?
No, so in New York City, for
Yes.
people who don't know, you for a lot of schools you have to apply to high school.
Yes, indeed.
So the school that I applied to was not a Jewish high school. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, was it a public or a private?
it was a public school.
Public
Wait,
school. Okay.
we can bleep it out, but did you go to
I did go to.
I don't remember how I knew that, but I think we talked about it because
The high school?
Yeah. it's
Okay.
for like really smart people. And we can cut
Not
this.
surprised.
We can cut this out, but
He
No, we
doesn't
can
want
keep
people
it-
to know
keep
he's
it in.
smart. He
Let
doesn't want
people
people to know.
we should keep it out for. Well, we don't have to, but at one point I was like applying for teaching jobs, and I applied to teach there, and I saw
Oh, fucking sick.
it was
Wow.
cool. I mean, it looked like a regular high school, but it's really like the faculty really cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
there were a lot of people that cared, and to add on to the point about New York, you kind of have 2 ways to apply. So you have the tests, and then you have your GPA. So the best test school is Stuyvesant.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't get in.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't get in either. I got into Bronx Science though.
I got in Bronx Science.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Oh, nice.
But like the best GPA school.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah. Wait. So what kind of kid were you in high school? What was your
Dude,
thing?
I was. I think I've always been a super hardworking like just a nerd. Like I wasn't a nerd because I was in a school of nerds,
Right.
Oh,
so
okay.
I couldn't be a nerd.
What was the Was the vibe at your high school very academic? Was everyone like really focused on it?
No, so I think what happens is I think one thing that kind of I've seen throughout my life, because I think I've been relatively successful secularly, is that you kind of, every time smart people hit a more challenging environment, they kind of bifurcate. Right. So
What does bifurcate mean? I do not know what this
they kind of just split into two, in the sense that like you have everybody walks in thinking they're smart. You stay there for 4 months and you're like, I'm not one of the smart ones. And it rebuilds who the slackers are.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so like I've just seen that like when I was an investment banker, like when I was in, like, you just see it. People are just like, I can't keep up, and then they just become the new slackers in there.
Right.
I think it's also interesting is sometimes in those environments people realize like for me, for a while, like being smart in quotes was like part of my identity. I think because I went to like performing arts high school and people were like not that smart. So I was one of the smart ones by like default. I think
that was definitely a big part of my identity until I got to college, and then I met the real, like, the varsity level smart people.
Yeah.
Like I signed up for this math class my first quarter of my freshman year. It was called like menu math, and menu was like an acronym for something. And we were doing like matrices in math, and I'd never touched those before. And I stayed in that class for maybe 2 weeks before I dropped out. I was like, I'm helping no one, least of all me, by being in this class.
I think also like to be smart, you have to work hard in a very specific way that like I was kind of unwilling to. Like I liked being smart in like a way of like, I don't know. I think I had a hard time socially, so I liked being smart because in class people were like quiet. Like people shut the fuck up every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I could be smart. But then when I got to college, I was like, being smart actually doesn't matter to me. Like being smart, just like people put more work on your plate. People expect more of you. Like I would rather be creative and fun. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you felt that way as well.
Like the pressure to be like, or like the importance of being smart.
Yeah. Like being perceived as a smart person. Some people love that.
I think it's been important. I think it's still important. I think because I think as a minority, you know, you're always trying to prove yourself. Right. So I think like that perception is super important. And I think, you know, in a lot of ways it like affected who I was in high school. Like I didn't drink, I didn't smoke because like, I was like, I have to be the most like perfect version of what like it means to be a black. I was like the only black boy in my whole class.
Wow.
Of like
I was about to ask
280 people, you know.
Jeez, fuck.
So it was like, I'm the only one. I have to like represent what that means to people.
Well, especially like if you went to a like Jewish elementary middle school, was it like a similar ratio?
So it was actually more black people, a lot more black people.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Us Jews have really figured it out.
Yeah. Wait,
we know allyship.
Wait, did any of them like really get into Judaism? Fair question.
Just the days off. We're
just the days off. Okay, yeah, fair.
My old dealer was black and he was really into Judaism. He told me he was all three major religions. He liked Christianity the best, but he had a Jewish star tattoo. I loved him. He and I would like sit there and he'd give me weed and we would talk for like actually 4 hours at a Dunkin' Donuts. Coolest guy in the world.
That's beautiful.
That's one of those places where you can talk for 4 hours.
100%.
Nobody cares.
They knew what he was doing. He told me once, he was like, every time I'm here, I buy a green tea because I want them to know I support them.
Yeah, because that's what Duncan is like. Yeah, this is our thing.
We're known for our green 3 hours for $6.
One green tea. Yeah, it's probably like $4.
Oh god. Chock full of nuts was the spot for me by my high school. Chock full of nuts coffee.
Never had it.
Oh, it's a delightful place.
Interesting.
A great date nut bread sandwich you can get there. Great cookies, great muffins, good coffee, tea, everything. They do amazing work.
You know what's crazy? I've never had coffee.
Wait, what?
I can
Not
only
once?
I only know what it might taste like based on candy and
Do you
how
want
it
some?
smells. No. No.
Imagine
Not like a
Today's
full
the day.
mug, but I could give you just like a tiny swig.
I don't think we want to do that.
No?
Could you imagine?
I want to do that. I will not force you. I will not press it if you don't want to, but I
Nah.
want to give you some coffee.
I want to keep. I think it's good for my
Fair enough.
3 hinge things. You know, my 2 truths and a lie. The coffee.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's true. Your
I mean, hey,
prompts.
hey. These cameras can be turned off.
That can become your lie. You could be like, yeah, I've had coffee.
Yeah, my dirty
Yeah,
little
you
secret
idiot,
is
of course I've had coffee. Everyone's had coffee.
Yoink.
What are your other
Oh, wow.
hinge prompts?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, one is an audio one that's just a joke.
What is it? What can please?
It's a joke about Halloween. And it's like I don't like Halloween because like people are racist on Halloween. Like people will be like, "What are you, Eddie Murphy?" And I'm like, "I'm dressed in a Superman costume."
That's funny.
So that's one, and I think that one's kind of a hack because I think I have a pretty good voice.
You do. You have
Yeah.
a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
So you're trying to show off the voice.
Trying to show off the
yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
It's like voice and funny in one.
Yeah. Oh, I
Totally.
did the same thing. That was 100% something I tried to do.
Well, that makes sense for you.
Because my
He
face.
can
is-
coast on the face.
Yeah, you can coast on the face. Yeah. I need to ham up what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking about you recently, and someone said something. I can't remember. It's like they're like, yeah, all Lucas's blackness went to his voice.
Wait, was that Dorian DeVos?
I don't know who it was.
Oh my God.
I remember Ryan Thomas said something to me. He was describing the way I can't remember what it was, but he was describing the way you could kind of tell something was something. Whatever. But then what he said was, this thing is like this thing the way Lucas Arnold is black. You look at him and you go, I know something's going on.
The thing is, it's so rare that anyone goes, I think something is going on. No one ever thinks that. They're just like, it's Lucas.
Yeah.
He's a white man. Like, no.
I think that you have a beautiful and complex ethnic story
Thank you.
that deserves to be
Thank you so much.
applauded.
Yeah.
So wait, so what's your other
Thank you,
hinge prompt?
Coretta.
Martin, if you're listening, you cheated on me. Do you think Coretta ever cheated on him too? I hope so.
That is a good question. I'm not going to answer. You want to take this?
Did Coretta ever cheat on Martin?
Honest answer, I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
I think at that time
Yeah.
she was mostly occupied with keeping her children safe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's
Also, I feel like he probably had like an air of attractiveness that's kind of similar to a comedian. Probably 10 times as strong in the sense that they're like chuckle fucks at a comedy show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this like people, because it's just like you're in a powerful position and you're commanding the energy of a room.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have this amazing charisma, but
Yes.
he's literally leading a million people down the street. Right?
That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
And he's just like motivating people to the point of crying. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
my
Yeah.
God, no, that commands attraction for
Oh,
at
yeah.
least a lot of people.
I
At
think
least a
so.
lot of people.
yeah. I mean, listen, Martin Luther King had chuckle fucks for sure.
Oh yeah.
There's like
he got some road beef. Yeah.
there's one girl who's like, I don't know, he just makes me laugh.
I think anyone said, you don't understand, he's so funny.
I like funny guys.
Even better, he's nonviolent.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Unless you want him to be.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Malcolm X probably had chuckle fucks too.
I don't think so as much.
You don't think so, Esma?
I
He's a
think-
little bit scarier.
I
I think he
that
was really hot.
He was.
Oh, no,
he's
I think
he's
I-
much hotter.
he
Yeah,
he was definitely more attractive, but I think that he was more
taller too.
I think that he was more, I don't know if the word is like monk-like or but he seemed very
Good point.
He seemed so on the straight and narrow and so committed to his morals and ideology that I don't think he would have cheated. Because like his whole thing was that he found Islam in prison. He found and like Elijah Muhammad, he like worshipped this guy, and I think that he was so in deep with this way of life.
Yeah.
And then obviously he broke off and like had enlightenment and stuff, but I don't think in that time he would have cheated. I don't think so.
I'm sure that's true, but then all the girls who tell me their boyfriends cheat, they're always like, and it never seemed like he would. You know, he was so into his values.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And I am nothing if not a man defender.
Yeah.
And he was around a couple people that were with women a lot. Like that. I mean, that's one of the coolest stories about the friendship between Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, and Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
That's a crazy trio.
Yeah.
3 fucking titans of industry.
Who do you think was the best at pool? It's a good question.
It is a good question.
The best at pool?
Yeah.
I'd probably go Muhammad Ali. Just off competitiveness and like hand-eye coordination.
The thing is, I think that he would have spent so much of his time practicing for work that I don't think he would have been able to devote as much energy to pool. I think Sam Cooke.
I think Sam Cooke too.
I think Sam Cooke. I
Yeah.
think that the life of a
Wow.
musician is most conducive to being able to practice pool.
I think you're right. I think
you.
that's the best. That's good.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
That's real good.
I think he also seems like exactly the kind of guy who like everyone would be like, "Oh, Muhammad Ali is gonna win pool," and then Sam Cooke kind of just like lazily with a beer in hand, just like wipes the whole table.
Yeah.
you know, and everyone would be like, "Fuck this guy! I can't believe he's so good."
No,
He's
he's-
naturally, effortlessly good.
He rides on being a sleeper.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What do you think of the way pool has taken off in the New York comedy scene? Have you noticed that everyone's playing
no,
pool?
I had no idea.
I feel like I've only noticed that recently that everyone plays pool.
It's been a thing. I think that someone said to me that it was a thing that like Ralph Barbosa is really into pool,
Yeah.
and he got Jake Letizia in, and then Jake Letizia got a lot of people into pool, and then it sort of naturally spread like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a pool guy?
I'm a ping pong guy.
Ping pong? Mm-hmm. Oh, you are a nerd.
It's fun. It's more
Oh.
active. I feel like it has like, I don't know. It's active, and I feel like the thinking is faster
Oh yeah.
because it's just
You have
like-
to react quickly.
Yeah, well, it's you have to react, but it's also like someone just did this, and you're like, oh god, I have to like change how I take this next shot because
That's
he's
true.
spinning the ball on me.
Well, pool is not a real sport in the way ping pong is because I
Oh my
believe
God,
any
you're gonna
real
you're gonna make some people mad.
any real sport is something that you can't do while you're vaping. You can
And yet
vape
we try.
You can vape and play pool at the same time.
Is that not beautiful?
That is beautiful. Listen, I'm not saying it's not a beautiful game. It's
Yeah, you
just-
are.
Okay. I just remember that your girlfriend plays pool.
Yes.
I love you. Your girlfriend and I are endgame, and we all know it.
Endgame? What?
You never heard of this?
No. What is it? What is it?
Oh, I forgot I was with boys.
I'm seeing her tonight. I need to ask her if she knows what endgaming is.
Endgame is like in a TV show when like 2 characters are like gonna get together. It's like that's the couple who's gonna be together
Ah, you're gonna swipe my gal.
in the end. I'm gonna swipe your gal.
You're swiping my gal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you know about Endgame? Damn.
Nah, we just fuck.
Well, excuse me.
You're getting a little bit more serious.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been
You
seeing
a little bit.
Really?
I've been seeing
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I've been seeing this one girl for a while. And I like her, but I also like am so fresh out of this other relationship that I'm like, I don't know what to do. It kind of snuck up on me. Like I can't believe I'm like dating a person who's like age appropriate, nice, funny, smart, has a job, and like securely attached. Like it's really all like green flags.
I know, age appropriate. She's been all about minors.
It's false.
It's false.
It's false.
Don't worry, it's a joke.
Police?
Can I ask you
Police?
this? Do you know what you want?
No, that's the other
Ooh.
thing. I don't know. I don't think I do.
So the way I like look at relationships, I look at it through like 5 levels, right?
This is interesting.
And it's like it's not the levels of importance; it's like the level of how I get introduced to them. So it's like attraction, right? Personality, interests, lifestyle, and then goals and values.
Wow.
And usually, where I usually like, if I like in the past, I would like someone, and then now that I'm like a little bit older and I know a little bit more, I'm like realizing, oh, they were only the 3 out of 5, right? They never really made it to 4 or 5.
What? Say all 5 again.
Yeah. So attraction,
Yep.
personality, interests, lifestyle, goals and values.
Right. Okay.
And are those tiered? It's like
It's just how it's just how it just the time it takes for you to see them.
Progresses, yeah.
Because you see the attraction right away. You get a little bit of personality, you learn the interest, and then like as you like start planning stuff, you start realizing, okay, this is a morning person versus a night person, and then you
Right.
move on into like goals and values, and it's like, oh, this person like puts family first, and or this person doesn't want to have kids, and this person doesn't want to live in New York, and so you get to that point, and I think that's like helped me just be a lot more like rational and reasonable, and kind of put the compatibility before the chemistry, before I go, oh yeah, I really like this person.
That's
like the
really
shimmy.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the little shimmy you did as well. That
That's
was
usually what
beautiful.
happens. I like this girl.
Yeah.
Get all bubbly. I love that.
Nice. Oh, wow. So you said before, I don't want to get past this. You said that you've been dating more now that you've been a comedian.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like something within you is different, or do you feel like it's something about the pool of people that you encounter? What is the
also,
shift?
I think this is like a related question, so you can answer it all at the same time. But like, were you always funny? And like, when do you feel like you wanted to be like funny on stage, like to other people? Because I feel like it all relates to like confidence.
Well, so I think it's okay. Let me answer both of these questions. So one, I think it goes back to like the hard work, and just like the little time that I have. I think I'm supposed to go on a date with a girl today. I haven't messaged her yet. Yeah, I'm fucking up. But
Fuck boy vibes.
I'm not that. That's not me.
That's not true. That's not true. He's a nice boy.
I'm a nice boy.
Never had coffee.
Never had
Never?
coffee.
Never will. Any energy you get from him, acoustic.
But I think it relates to like the hard work, and I just never really had a lot of time. And so like I think like maybe the religion kind of affected me until like the end of college, and then the all the work still affects me, but like that just makes it harder to go on dating apps and like message people and stuff. But now with like the chuckle fucks, right, it makes it a little bit easier. And then also like from a texting perspective, I think I've figured out how to be a little bit more efficient in how I text and just like get straight to what I'm looking for, as opposed to like dancing around and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like sped things up quite a bit. And then in terms of stand up, to answer that question, was I always funny? I think I've been funny in a way that I'm not necessarily on stage. Like I used to be like very like imaginary type funny, right?
But what does that
And
mean?
So I'm like, like you're having a situation like, oh, could you imagine if it was this? Right? And
right.
I think a lot of that comes from like all the cartoons I watched growing up. Just kind of like imagining scenarios and like playing out
sort of
those
cartoons?
scenarios. Dude, all kinds.
Yeah.
Animes. Cartoon Network was my favorite.
Yeah.
Like because they had so many different like levels. Or you had like the Hanna-Barberas, like the Powerpuff Girls, the Johnny Bravo, the Dexter's Lab, and then you like move into like the era of like Kids Next Door, and then like Foster's Home, and then like this new era of like regular show and stuff like that. So dude, all the eras. I love cartoons so much. But I was kind of that kind of imaginary funny. And I never wanted to be a stand-up. I remember when I was 14, I think the first special I watched was like Chris Rock's. Maybe I wasn't 14. I don't remember. Whenever it came out. But it was like a purple suit. It was like that purple suit special.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. But I don't want to do
It would
this.
be funny if it was another black comedian. Like, dude, you can't keep confusing them. Jesus.
Patrice.
Watch, Chris Rock has never worn a purple suit.
That'd be so bad.
It was actually George Lopez. Famous black comedian George Lopez. That's funny. So then, when you saw that special, you were like, "That's cool," and then you kind of banked it in the back of your head.
Yeah, I banked it, and I started watching more specials. Like I think the next one I watched was like the 2 Dave Chappelle ones. Everybody was talking about him, but I didn't have cable until I was like maybe like junior year of high school. So everybody was talking about Chappelle's show, but I had no idea what they were talking about. But I just knew about this guy, so I went to go watch his specials, and I was like, "Oh, this is sick."
Yeah.
But I still didn't want to do stand up, and so I, fast forward, I was in college. I became an investment banker or an investment banking analyst or whatever, and I was working so many hours,
Oh God.
and I was so sad. My longest work week was 132 hours, and I was so sad. I started writing jokes about. No, I was so sad. I had to stop listening to music. I had to start listening to comedy. It was the only way I could get through my day.
Holy shit.
Right, and people would hear me laughing hysterically at my desk, like I was like going insane. Right, and then eventually that wasn't enough, so I had to start writing jokes about what I was going through, and then I'd share it with like my coworkers.
Wow.
And I think the first joke I wrote, I was like, I think my boss should leave his wife. Mostly because he loves fucking me so much.
That's great.
That's good.
And then eventually I was like, wow, I have like a whole book of this. Let me like go on stage and try it. And then after banking, I moved to SF. I got hit by a car, so I didn't get to try to do it right away. And then once I recovered, I started.
Fucking
Wow.
shit. What a journey.
How
Yeah.
long were you in SF?
Maybe like 4 years.
Okay. Yeah.
You have such a life.
Yeah, I think
Goodness
so.
me.
Did you like San Francisco?
I did. I mean, I think where you grow up kind of changes how you like other stuff, right?
Yes.
I think like, I mean, you both grew up in New York, right? So
Yeah.
it's just like, I think it changed my appreciation for nature, right? And maybe you have a different appreciation because like you have like the park right here,
Yeah.
but like I just didn't value it as much. So like I went to SF and people were like, we're like an hour away from all different kinds. Like you could go this way in an hour, you see snow. This way in an hour, you see the Pacific Ocean. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have Chinese food at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so I don't think I valued the nature parts of it as much. And I valued the late night a lot more. So I think while I was there, I was always missing New York. But I think it's a great starter city for stand up.
What pulled you back to New York?
It was a couple things. So like family stuff. So like my dad has Parkinson's, and so just like caring for family, and that's a weight not only for him but for everyone else. And then just like wanting to be better at stand up. That was a really big one. I was just like, this is like the place. I feel like sometimes you feel like you're a big fish in a small pond. I feel like you have to go to a big pond to see if you're still a big fish.
Yeah.
I
I have noticed though that like Bay Area comics, like in terms of like comparing like the smaller scenes, so many of the Bay Area people are just fantastic. Like so many people who have come here, like Sereni and like all those guys. It's just like such a good crew.
Oh, it's a huge comedy city.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're doing pretty well. I think what a big part of what it is the time that you get. Like I got to do my first show in a month.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had shows at some point, shows every day of the week.
That's awesome.
15-minute sets. So like you're really getting used to being on stage a lot. And
Wow.
then the crowd is more PC. So I think the people who like do the best are probably the edgiest people who like learn to tailor and like be more nuanced like within those audiences. And then they come here and they're like, okay, and like know how to like wiggle around things with my writing.
Yeah. I have also noticed that about a lot of the Bay Area people who've come. Like a lot of the material is like about like real things in a very interesting way. I think sometimes when people start doing comedy, it's a lot of like what will get the most shock out of people, but what that unfortunately leads to is like a shorter set because there's just like less you can mine from something shocking, I think.
Also, I was talking recently about sort of like shocking material, which is that for corporate, have you ever done a corporate show?
No, I don't think so.
It's a weird thing
He
where
did shows every day in his cubicle.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but for people that do stand up for corporate events, corporate gigs, you can't do edgy material because they're literally so understimulated they can't process it. You can't do anything edgy. But when they go to a comedy club, all they want, they actually don't care if they're well-written jokes. They just want to be stimulated by what they find edgy.
Whoa.
It's the weirdest little dynamic of comedy is that if you go to them, you can't be edgy. But if they go to comedy, they look only for edgy and not really even comedy.
You know, it's crazy. Whenever I do a show at a club and it's like filled with people in suits, they're always liking the edgy stuff more.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think at comedy clubs, people sometimes, you know, if you have to get 2 drinks, you're gonna get the strongest drinks. Right?
Yeah.
At least for me, I know I go to like if I go to my friend's bringer.
Some people probably go cheap. Some people might go cheapest.
Yes.
I
Some
go, what fucks me up the most?
Yeah.
Give
Some
me that.
people will get 2 seltzers.
Yeah.
But then they'll be mad. They'll be like, I can't believe I had to spend $8. Why not just be drunk for like $40? You know? Why not just be obliterated out of your mind? And then you won't be mad that you spent the $40.
That's a new strategy.
You can be annoyed that you spent $8 or be annoyed that you spent 40 but drunk.
That's kind of the way I see it.
Yeah.
And that's how Gabby sees it.
Oh God. I was talking last night about just how guilty you feel for making a friend spend $50+ on you just
Yeah.
for a bringer where you don't know where the outcome is going to be if you're going to get passed at this club or whatever. How do you deal with that? How do you live with yourself?
I wait. I feel like they're always. Oh man. Okay, this is the one we can't post online. I mean, we could keep this.
Why don't we save this for the very end? Why don't we put a pin in it?
But no, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. But if we make a clip, let's not make this one. The
Oh, we
clip.
don't have to clip.
we're
Oh,
not
we don't
gonna
have to
clip
clip this.
this.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
That's fine.
Well, I think there are always people who ask me for shows. They're like, "Dude, tell me when you got a show. Tell me when you got it." And I'm like, saving you.
That's funny.
They're like, I see you have a show today. No, don't come to that one. Don't go. I got one just for you.
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
God.
good.
Wait, I have a slightly worse one that ultimately like I didn't cash in on, but like it was like right when I started seeing my girlfriend and we had like gotten together, we're officially a couple, and this girl hit on me outside of a club and was
I'm
like,
sorry
oh, I'd
I
love
did
to
that,
come.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. We run this show now.
Yeah.
Sorry. But she hit on me and she was like, I'd love to come see your show. I was like, I do have a bringer this Saturday.
People have gotten banned from dating apps for like using them to bring people to shows. Dan Frank got I'm sure he would not mind me saying this, but Dan got banned from Grindr because he was like,
Oh my God.
DMing guys.
First off, I want to make it clear that for this bringer, I did tell her well before she ever came. I was like, hey, I mentioned that I was in a relationship and then she eventually didn't come. So honesty was achieved. I just want to make that clear.
Gotcha.
But you didn't get what you wanted.
I didn't,
Which was
but-
her to come
No, she...
to the show. To the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but so Dan, I didn't know that Dan got banned from Grindr.
Yeah, that's funny. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I feel like it's crazy to me that they'll ban people for that, but not for being a bot.
I know.
You know, I feel like the CEO must have got shafted at some point in time by like someone else who had a bringer, and he was like, "No, we're banning this. This needs to go."
Or the CEO as a comic didn't get enough people for his bringer, and now he's like, no one can get people to their bringer.
Oh my, that's another thing I think about is like what other like fields of life or field even are just like people with that like tried to do comedy but couldn't make it and now have like a very biased opinion towards comedians.
Kellyanne Conway did stand up in 1998.
Is that a Fox News reporter?
Do you remember
She-
the old Trump secretary?
Yeah.
The old press secretary, the blonde chick.
The blonde hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in her
The
40s?
queen of spin, she was. The queen
Yeah.
of spin.
Oh.
Yeah, Kellyanne Conway.
Wow.
She tried to be a stand. There's a clip on her that went around. I feel so bad because like I'm, like if like any of us ever like stop doing comedy for whatever reason, like it could be on TikTok. Like here's them bombing, But like it's Kellyanne Conway just like bombing her dick off, dude.
Oh my God.
It's so funny.
Do you know what's crazy? What's his name? Who Michael Keaton, who played Batman. He did stand up.
Huh.
He was a comedian, and apparently, like I saw like a tiny clip. It's like it took a while to get to the first laugh, but he wasn't terrible.
Yeah, that's good.
He wasn't bad.
I think comedians do well. They just end up doing well.
Yeah,
it's
I think
when
so.
it's when you do something else and then you end up in comedy. That's when you're in trouble.
How do you mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Like when you have no more movies and now you're in. Now you're
people who have
stand-up.
no intention
yeah.
of doing comedy, but find their way into feeling like they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh my god! Well, I remember I did like acting master classes where they would like do a mock trial, but for an agent-client meeting. Mm-hmm. Like you're meeting an agent and trying to get yourself signed, and you would do this role play thing.
Yeah.
And this guy said that like an agent will be like, "Oh, do you do stand up? Do 5 minutes. Send us a 5-minute tape," and just randomly just make actors just get into stand up so that they could get a 5-minute tape somewhere. Even though they have no interest of doing stand up, no interest in being a comedian, doing that lifestyle or anything, or developing material, nothing. Yeah.
Wow.
Fascinating.
That's crazy.
I do
yeah.
find that with doing comedy, like it has made me just better in other elements of my life. I don't know if you feel that way too, but like
I feel that way.
when there's like so much immediate feedback, and like some of it is rejection, like every night on stage, you're like I can handle anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's helped me with dating a lot. Like
Really?
especially like one thing I've like learned and I like doing is instead of there are a lot of guys that like when they approach a girl they want to approach her alone. So like they'll see her friend leave and they're like, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like run
And
in.
they'll,
Like
run over.
Superman.
Right. But I like to entertain like the whole group. If I see like a group of like 3 or 4, I'm like, let me ask you all a question and like get everybody rolling in this group right now. And then when I do it, I'm like, oh, this is just crowd work.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Are you dating anyone right now?
Nah.
No.
No.
Damn.
Anyone you are in pursuit of?
No.
Who do you usually have crushes on? Like
What's your
what?
type?
Is there like a personality thing that gets you?
Ooh, yeah. What gets you?
What gets me? Okay, physically, I like big butts, and I can't. Sorry,
Not lie.
Can't deny.
but I do like butts.
Fair.
I think all three of us are in agreement.
Yeah, sure. I don't think anyone is like, I can't stand butts.
I think
Can't.
I hate butts. That was like the early 2000s. I feel like the media was like, butts are disgusting. Flat butt.
You know what I don't like? I don't like man butts. I don't like man butt. I can't do it. There's a comic who's I think he's the most beautiful comic in all of New York. Delaney.
Okay. Who?
Do you know Delaney Ortiz?
No, I don't know Delaney Ortiz.
Yeah, but he's a very beautiful man. But he has a lot of he's a model at like the highest of all the modeling places.
Wow.
And he just posts pictures of his butt all the time, and I'm like, bro, relax. And there's like I don't know, there's like something about a man butt, like it has like weird dimples in it.
Yes.
Whereas like a woman's,
Never looked that long in a man butt.
I had to figure out what it was that was bothering me.
Right.
Like a woman's.
I feel like wait, butts have dimples. I've seen dimples on butts.
Seen some weird butts.
No, but. Oh, I was
No,
about to say.
I'm not talking about a little dip. I'm talking about like I don't know, like a woman's butt is like that's like round on the outside, but a man's butt is like it like
Ooh.
Oh
like comes
yeah,
in, you know what I mean?
it
You know
caves
those, like-
in on itself.
But you know, like on a woman butt, those like two dimples, like right
Yeah,
at
they
the
look
top.
like they're
No,
smiling.
not
Yes,
the.
I know
Oh,
what
those
you
are
mean.
cute. I like those.
Oh, they're a delight.
Yeah, those are great.
That's what I thought. I was like, dimples? Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, these I'm very
Yeah, no,
unfamiliar
on the
with.
side, on literally on
I
the.
think it's
Should
weird.
I put my butt in the camera and explain?
Yeah, well,
So, Lucas, this is what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
let's go.
Okay, these things. You know how this like.
Dimples. I can't.
If I was a woman, this would be like this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you're saying that the butt kind of goes rectangular on a man.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
almost like pins pushing inward on the sides.
Yeah.
I see exactly what you mean.
Not a fan.
I've looked in a mirror.
I don't like sometimes I watch reality shows where the guys' butts, it's like on the beach, everyone's drunk and naked or whatever, and the guys' butts are like a different tone than their legs.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's just white guys that happens to, but
No.
like,
Let me show you.
wait, really? Your butt's a different tone? Wow, representation matters.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's
no,
not
but
very
it's weird.
exposed.
I don't get it. I don't like it.
I mean, you see it a lot. Like in porn, like everybody's
Well,
privates are
that's why I
pretty-
don't watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
Pretty
but
light.
like
Do that
they're
porn.
like generally a different skin tone, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. It's like you're like moisturize your butt. You know what I mean? Just like put a little moisturizer on.
I don't know if that would change the tone though.
Then do whatever would. Do whatever.
At least make the white part of your butt shiny. give me
I like
that.
a shiny butt. Let's
Or at least soft at the touch. Make the
innovate.
crack softer at the touch.
listen. As a Jewish woman, all I can say is that I like a butt to achieve excellence.
Okay. That feels like eugenics. I don't know why.
Oh,
Wait, Gabby.
we are not discussing eugenics.
Have you?
today.
Okay, wait. Have you ever looked in a mirror and looked at like your butt and been like, "This is a different skin tone"?
No,
No.
my
No?
butt is the same skin tone as my legs. I don't know why.
That is very interesting.
When you wear a t-shirt, do you ever like lift the t-shirt and it's a different?
Like kind of, yeah, but for some reason it's different with butts. I think it's female excellence. Yeah.
my anus looks so different from the rest of me.
Well, your anus is gonna look different.
Yeah, but just the general vicinity.
His anus is Sudanese. Fully, 100%.
His anus has an accent. That's crazy.
It smells of bahur. That's a genuine Sudanese fragrance. Google it, liberals.
Yeah, libs, come on.
Oh god. Yeah. No, yeah, but my this whole region it is actually a little. It's like a tinge darker than the rest of my skin.
Different color. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, we covered a lot.
Well, we've covered a lot.
We've covered
Wait,
a lot.
I didn't answer your question at
No,
all.
yeah,
by
but-
the
No,
way.
yeah. Answer your question.
Okay,
Yes.
type.
What do you find attractive?
I love heart-shaped faces.
Oh.
Like, because I shouldn't say what I don't like, but I like, there's like a certain shaped face that I like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like high cheekbones. I like nice lips. I like dimples.
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all the face stuff. We talked about butts for a while. I think in
did.
terms of personality, I tend to like women who are like a little bit more introverted.
Okay.
I'm the same.
Because I feel like I don't like being like dragged into action. I'd rather like drag someone into action, you know, and like take
100%.
someone else on an adventure. And then like
Interesting.
usually those introverted people, like when you get them in a quiet space and just you two, they're so much fun. They like their energy
Yes.
goes all the way up, and it's just like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I find for me, I don't know if you feel this way. I love drawing people out of their shell.
Yeah.
That's like hot to me to do.
Oh, yeah.
So I've ended
That's
up.
what we do. This is 100% our dynamic.
Yes. In the past, I feel like I've ended.
That's why you're rock solid right now. Sorry, I'm
I'm
interrupting. a lot.
so hard. I feel like in the past I've dated a lot of like very quiet women. The girl I'm dating now, like she can hold her own for sure, like probably more than some people I've dated, but she's definitely like on the more introverted side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's an odd thing. I think I've always liked someone who could draw me out of my shell and like would like sort of drag me places.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first times. Yeah. So.
I'll drag you anywhere, baby.
No, but and I have dated like more introverted girls in the past, but no, my girlfriend right now, she is, I would say, more introverted than extroverted, and it brings out it's bringing out a different side to me that is a little bit more leaderly in a way that I'm very rarely in relationships.
Do you-
taking the wheel?
Do you
as it
like
were.
who you are in this relationship versus who you have been in other relationships?
I do.
That's good.
I do, and I feel very safe I feel very, very safe in this relationship where I haven't in the past. Where in the past I've been so terrified that I wasn't doing enough, and I don't feel that fear.
That's good.
Yeah.
You want a relationship to feel easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's really it's crazy to me that that's like such a simple truth, but it's like
Yeah.
I used to feel like a relationship should be like so like you can't avoid the work. You got to do the work. I was like treating it like an open mic. Like you got to do the work. But now I'm like, no, it should feel like you want to see them all the time.
Yeah.
You don't
It
feel
should
weird.
feel like breathing.
Yeah.
I think in my out of all the people I've dated or had situationships with, I've only liked 4 girls. And I think 3 of them, I was like walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
I was like, I like you, but like, I don't know if you're going to like to the
All of
last
me.
1% of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that part where you're like, can I reveal this weird thing about me? Like, fuck, probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is like, one is like, it's usually my religious background is like the scary thing. And then this, like what I find funny sometimes, because like comedians are messed up a little bit, you know what I mean? And I
We
think
are.
a lot of comedians are funny because they experience trauma and they had to find funny in weird and bad places, and we still are capable of finding funny in bad places. And if I shared that with you, I don't think you'd like that, you know. But I think the cool thing about it is, this is kind of going off topic, but like the cool thing about it is I think like with observational comedy, which I think I try to do more of than personal comedy, I like the fact that people can take it home. Right? Like you can't really take home a story about my dad, you know, but you can like take home this like thing about whales. Like you can take that and go somewhere else. Right. And then with like dark or edgy stuff, it's like, oh, in this like bad, if I'm ever in this bad place, there is something that I could take with me to that bad place too.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Slightly off topic as well, and speaking of dark things.
Me. Sorry.
You.
Go ahead.
Yes. What do you think about the Panera lemonade that kills you?
The what?
Have you heard about this?
It's the Spark something or other. What
No,
is it?
it's the Panera charged lemonade.
Charged lemonade. That's it. I was thinking electricity. I had the wrong word. Charged lemonade. That's
I
it.
love that, a sparkle lemonade.
Yeah, you know when you don't know, but you know the
Yeah.
area that the word lives in. But
Yes.
you're like, yeah.
Panera has started making this lemonade that is like 4 times the recommended amount of caffeine that you should have in a day.
People are dying.
And people, like a couple of people have like died drinking it.
What?
But it's become like one of their most popular products because everyone wants to try the lemonade
die.
that kills you. Everyone wants to die a little bit.
I'd have a
Jason,
sip.
we have the charged lemonade here right now.
Jason, for our Patreon,
Okay.
you're going to try this charged
Yeah,
lemonade.
Jamie, come on.
Jamie, pull that up.
Did they not test it? I feel like I got to test. How
Apparently,
they not
their
test
testers aren't bitches.
Damn. So true.
Pussies.
Yeah, their
even.
testers are dead.
Yeah.
It's like how Elon Musk like tried the Neuralink chip on like monkeys and all the monkeys have died. But they're still like going through with the human tests.
this? What?
Yeah.
No one wants this.
Oh, a couple, but that's gonna be some Darwinism. I'm sorry. Like, if you're like, yes, sign me up for this man's chip, like, you should die.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so
Elon
crazy.
Musk's all they do is connect to hot chip and lie.
Damn, so true.
Yeah.
Like bisexuals.
Yeah, bisexuals. Yeah.
Yeah.
All they do is eat hot chip and lie. Did you ever see that thing?
No.
It was a popular tweet that was like, bisexuals just eat hot chip and lie. I don't know.
All they do is they get like a beverage, eat hot chip and lie. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Our brains are really
Poisoned.
yeah.
And I think Martin Luther King wrote that one, actually. But what do you
Oh.
think of the lemonade? Would you try it? I guess if you wouldn't try
Come
coffee.
on.
Oh
you-
yeah, but just not a lot. Like just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
just
I would
a
try
little-
just a tiny bit.
Like
yeah.
a spoonful.
Just a little.
I tried it.
A little. Put it in a little saucer. I'll lick it up like a cat.
You put a droplet on your tongue like acid.
Are you seeing anything yet? Ooh. You have friends trying to fuck with you.
I feel like for
Have you
some,
had any? So no,
Go ahead.
Go on. I was gonna ask if you've had anything caffeinated.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Good experience, bad?
No, it's okay. I mean, I grew up with Sprite as opposed to Coke,
Okay.
so not a lot of that. And then for a long time I thought Mountain Dew and Sprite were the same. They're not.
No, they're not.
They're not at all.
Yeah,
But yeah, I used to drink a good amount of Mountain Dew.
I've never had Mountain Dew.
it's really good.
I like it. Yeah.
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 So good.
Great color too.
Yeah.
Really just green.
Yeah.
Bright green.
Nice.
Wait, what were you going to say before? Do you remember?
No.
I looked at it. I was like, I know it.
And that's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But you know what we do remember?
Mm-hmm.
That we have submissions from our listeners today.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, we have a submission from somebody super famous by the name of Jason King. And the submission goes, "What that dick sound like?"
Let's take a moment to appreciate that. What that dick sound like? Wait, is it what it actually sounds like, or if it were a person? Oh.
Oh.
I think that's the closest.
I can't do it with my arms. For some reason, it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I don't have enough skin. anymore.
I think you have the wrong wrists for it. Wait, should I do it?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
give it a go.
When I do it, it
Hold
sounds
on,
like.
I'll hold it.
When I do it, it sounds like scissoring.
Oh, that's good. You got a
Yeah.
good smack. You got a good
I
smack.
got good wrists.
Yeah.
Your wrists sound more like my dick than my wrists sound like my dick.
How do you feel?
In that way, I am a black man. So I'm happy.
Welcome to the tribe.
Thank you.
to the tribe.
Yeah. Three beautiful black men on this podcast.
Do you remember when I approached? I think it was. Do you remember when I approached you and Ryan Thomas? It was like at a place we were playing pool, and I said, "So when's the next meeting?"
Dude, the first time you told me you were black, I think I ran away.
Oh,
was
I
like-
remember that. We were outside Easy Lover. I remember it vividly.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like the black laughing run or it was like the I need to get out of here. They
No,
have
I remember
spies.
you just said, "What?" And then you like just did a lap, and you were just like,
the black laughing run? That's great.
"It is. It's a thing. It's for
thing.
sure a thing."
Yeah,
Definitely
it is. Okay.
Oh wait, pull it in.
Did you send it to the group chat or just to me?
I sent it to the group.
Oh, yes, okay.
Someone else wrote to the Meerkats account, "If you peel a banana, are you circumcising it?"
No, because the whole thing comes off. That would be like if you skinned a full penis. You don't just take the tip off and then go, "Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna leave the rest of this on. Don't want it to get cold."
What do you think?
I'm okay. Like in visually, no, but in purpose, I'm trying to think. What is the purpose of a foreskin?
I feel like there is no purpose. Like
I feel like I think the purpose of it is that it facilitates movement during sex.
oh, because it like lubricates.
Yeah,
A foreskin lubricates itself?
yeah.
What the fuck? I'm missing out on that.
Yeah, you're missing out on that.
That's crazy.
Wasn't your choice. I'm sorry.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
You went to a Jewish school?
Yeah.
It was one of the requirements.
Yeah.
Every year we have to check to make sure it doesn't come back.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I have extra money saved up to get clothes, so I was thinking a jumpsuit. Thing is, I don't know where to get one that would fit my 6'5" height and solid build. Do you have recommendations on where to go? If that idea doesn't work, what should I get instead? Sorry if this was long. I love you all.
Okay, brag.
All right, someone's a
6'5"?
solid build and 6'5"
6'5" and a solid build.
And he wants a jumpsuit?
to hide behind
Who is this person? Okay.
LeBron. I don't know.
6'5", he needs a jumpsuit. He could join the military.
Yeah, that's true. You can get it.
Join the military.
There are big and tall stores,
I'd
but I
be-
think you just wanted to write in to have us tell people
Yeah,
you're 6'5".
so, like you. I think someone wanted that to just be read out.
That feels like a very around the way of getting a jumpsuit, but military.
Yeah.
You join the military. You're like, I'm here for one reason.
Yeah.
One reason only.
To
feel
tell
like-
everybody I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
You go into combat. I'm 6'5". Brrr.
You just go in just to be like, yeah, I'm 6'5". It's a real issue. You have anything that'll fit me? This god of a body?
I can't find any big and tall stores in Iraq. Yeah, I think this guy just wanted to write that in.
Even better, the Dutch army.
Oh, yeah, because they're very tall.
They're very tall.
They are a tall people. Very aerodynamic looking. Their faces look...
Yeah.
That's good. We should go to Dutch.
Netherlands?
Yeah.
Deutschland.
We should go to Dutch. Yep.
We should go to Dutchland.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be an existential one.
Ooh.
Hello, wonderful people. I would like to ask, how do you view love? For example, do you see it as there's only one person out there meant for you? Elaborate on your views as much as you want. Love the pod. Best of luck. Best of luck is very ominous.
No.
I don't think there's one person for everyone. Definitely not.
I mean, mathematically, there probably is your best person
Yeah.
somewhere, but you probably will never meet them.
That's true. And very sad.
You know, they probably exist. You probably don't speak the same language. You know.
Yeah.
So it's probably like one person at the apex of all this, and then like maybe if you're lucky, you hit the top 5 percentile of people who are right for you.
I feel like it's like Spotify Wrapped, where they're like, and your best person is in Estonia.
Yeah. Well, isn't there like a Netflix show about like this like company that figures out the perfect person for you, and for some people it's the person they're not even like attracted to gender wise, but they still vibe really well together and they're just really good friends, but they're like, no, this is your person.
How does Netflix have data on? Oh,
It's a show. It's a narrative.
no, but I know how Netflix has data on everyone because people
Oh.
subscribe to Netflix.
It's still not what I was saying at all, but
But that would make more sense.
it,
Right?
oh, it probably would. Netflix I would actually trust to be like, that'd actually be an interesting idea. If Netflix is like,
Netflix
hey,
dating app?
let's try to match people based on their shows and stuff. It's not a bad idea.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Anyway.
work. They're like, no, try again. You both like Madagascar.
Did you see? I think it was like some experiment done. It's like a video that you can see on YouTube that people are just told to stare into the eyes of someone else for 5 minutes, and that it like brings up a lot of emotion, and they like form real connections just by doing that.
Wow.
And then I forget who said it, but someone said, I think it's actually possible to fall in love with anyone. It's just some people make it easier.
I don't think that's true.
I mean,
Sorry to
obviously there are
say.
people I'm vehemently opposed to. One person who I've been interacting a lot with recently, who I've been like telling you about, who is just like a nightmare of a person to
Right.
deal with.
Yeah.
Who I will not talk about more. We maybe on the Patreon.
That's
but,
it. Sorry, go ahead.
No. But no. Obviously, there are people you just don't get along with. You are not gonna fall in love with this person.
Yeah.
But I think that people are a lot easier to form connections with. Not even just romantically, but just in general. I think people are a lot easier to form connections with than we give them credit for.
The theory that you could fall in love with anybody is pretty interesting to me. Like the next time I'm on a subway train, I see a dude shitting in the corner. I'm like, I could have loved you. We could have been together, but you had this shit on it.
Why are you doing this to us?
You just go up to him shitting and you look in his eyes.
And just be like, hey, we're done.
You know, you might have been my soulmate if you'd let me stare in your eyes while you take a shit.
Imagine witnessing someone saying that to someone shitting on the train. Just be like, hey, what we had? Just be like, fuck. The city's getting crazier.
Only in New York City, baby.
God damn.
Do you have any other general views on love?
Yeah.
You talked about the 5 tiers, which I think
it's a very good way to view
thank
not
you.
just like love, but just like successful relationships. I think it's really good what you said.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if I probably have a lot of views. I have so many views, but I think that's a new one. The one that the person just brought up about how you probably will never meet your true love. That's a new one, but can't think Can't think beyond that.
I mean, I feel like for me, I fall in love with everyone.
I had a
But go on.
question. Do you
Yes.
think that the concept of true love is relatively new? Because I remember I was reading a book, Modern Romance, like Aziz Ansari's book, and that was funny. You both were like, but
We've been in sync a number of times.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
but
He's famous.
in like the early 1900s, people would marry someone within like an 8-block radius of their house or something like that. It's like did people believe in true love back then? When it's like, oh yeah, my true love lives within 10 minutes of me. That like did ever like
Yeah.
you know?
It's kind of funny. I wrote my college thesis about this. How like it used to be, yeah, like love was based on like proximity and religion and stuff like that. And then this idea of like your soulmate, the one for you, came about, which like in theory espouses that you could just find anyone anywhere in the world, right? But in practice, people still just mostly marry within their race, within their class, with it, because people mostly just meet in school or like at work. So
Still
like,
proximity.
it's still proximity. That's like the number one factor of love. But the only thing that's changed is our perception of like what true love is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think also now that I get older, I don't know if you feel this way too, and I just see all my friends settling. I'm like, yeah, it's proximity.
That's what she did.
Wait, name the friends that are settling.
You know the friend who's settling. You know that you.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I do, and it makes me sad.
You can see it. And the thing is, like, it's like not even, you'll talk to them about it and you're like, this just works. You're like, what? That's
Obviously, it
how you talk about
doesn't.
love now. Well, I mean, it's just, I don't know. This is how they talk about love now. It's so strange. It's like, I'm so patting us. Nah, this is good. This is fine.
Yeah.
We get along. That's enough.
I feel like a lot of people just want to like sit on the couch with someone, which is nice, and but it's there's no spark there. You can kind of sit on the couch with anyone if you get to know them for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that is all love is. It's just sitting on the couch
I
with someone.
don't-
Who can you sit on a couch with?
I don't think. I mean, we are sitting on a couch right now. Mwah. You and me, baby.
Forever and ever.
That's beautiful.
That was lovely.
We got one more
Oh,
listener
yes.
submission.
Wait, where is it? Okay.
It's in the Meerkats group.
Oh yes. Oh wait. Okay, here it is. Okay. This is a doozy and will be very long. Sorry in advance. A long time ago, I was in an online relationship with someone who is polyamorous. Will label enabler. And
That's awesome.
And
I was in a relationship with someone called This Person Sucks.
Enabler's other partner did so many unspeakable things to me, and as the label entails, Enabler, well, enabled it. Later in time, Enabler and I made amends, grew up, and they took accountability for their end of the situation and faults. Fast forward to last week, Enabler messages me and says, "Hey, I'm seeing a concert in April, an hour out from where you live. Do you want to meet face to face?" Part of me is willing, part of me is spooked, like no close friend has ever seen me. Wait, part of me is spooked like no close friend has ever seen me. I'm not sure what that sentence means.
I wonder if this person meets a lot of their friends online, so meeting someone
right,
face to face would be scary.
Yeah. My questions are, what do I do or say? And where's the line between what happened, what our status is now, and what I let in and out of my personal life?
God damn, this is a big ass question.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot.
This could get someone murdered or not. Sorry, don't consider what I just said and what you're and how you think about your decision. Let me think about it. I don't know. I'll think about it for sure.
This is well, first off, I choose a nice public place.
Well, it's a
That's-
concert.
100%.
Oh, it's a concert. Yeah. Oh, but didn't I thought that Enabler isn't asking to go to the concert. It's just asking.
Enablers to meet.
Says, "Hey, I'm going to this concert. It's near where you live. Do you want to meet up?" It wasn't saying like, "Hey, come with me." It's saying like, "Hey, I'm in the area."
Good point.
Okay.
You know.
Good point.
So you can choose a nice like a little cafe, just like a nice public space where there's lots of strangers around in broad daylight and stuff. Like, definitely do that
Very good
if you're
point.
going to meet up.
Wait, does Enabler, does this person still like Enabler? I didn't understand whether they are still interested.
I think that I think the consensus is that
answer's no.
I think they're not together, but that they've like had good closure since what they had ended. Because they said that Enabler owned up to their faults and what they did wrong. So I'm guessing like There were conflict, but they were resolved, and now that's all in the past. Now, this guy is just saying, hey, I'm in town. Do you want to meet up? And this person is like, fuck, how do I deal with this?
So there are almost two questions here. It's like one of, should I meet someone that I only know online? And then should I open up this can of worms again?
Also, can I tell you, I think this person who wrote in kind of wants us to know what they really want. And I would think what they really want is for us to tell them to go meet Enabler. You know, when someone brings up a question because they're looking for a certain answer, it's kind of like that thing where you go like, all right, let's flip a coin. And really all the flipping of the coin tells you is what you wished the coin would land on.
Yeah.
So I think let's think critically about what we want, what we think this person wants us to tell them.
Enabler is the love of your life. Okay.
Yeah, the one.
And
there's only one true love.
There's only one true love, and you met them online, and they were polyamorous and had another partner. But congrats, that's your lot in life. I don't know. I've never been in this situation.
No.
I watched Catfish.
Yeah.
I wonder if Enabler is catfishing you. Did you ever see that episode? Do you ever watch Catfish?
My brother watches it every night. But
Okay, that's a lot to watch
yeah,
Catfish.
Yeah.
Why does he watch it every night?
I don't know. He's just really about
For
it.
information.
To get more into it. So you must have seen a couple episodes.
He's like, I gotta know how they're gonna catch me. He's like watching an episode. He's like, that's my house.
He goes on Hinge. Your girl's like, how's it going? He goes, nice freaking try. I'm not falling for that.
You will not steal my loins.
Yeah, right. FaceTime me right now. Oh, that's probably a video you pre-recorded. My favorite episode of Catfish ever, by the way, is the one where a man thinks that he's dating Katy Perry, like the singer. And when it's proven he's not dating Katy Perry, usually they like check in on them like 3 months later, being like, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling since the whole catfishing thing? He goes, you know, I just think all of this just kind of feels like something Katy would do.
Isn't that kind of beautiful?
Yeah, but painful to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, for certain.
Your brother watches that every night.
Every night.
Do you think he and Katie are going to meet?
God, I hope so.
Wait, okay, do you talk about Catfish? And if so, like, what does he say about it? Like, what draws him in? What's...
No,
Not at
never
all?
talk about it. No, he never explains it. Watches Catfish and 90 Day Fiance.
Nice.
Yeah.
That 90 Day Fiance is pretty good.
90 Day Fiance is a great
Really
show.
hard to watch, though.
I actually had a video of mine that I posted about 90 Day Fiance get on 90 Day Fiance.
Oh,
Wait,
really?
really?
Yeah, back in 2020.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
Big Ed saw a video I made clowning him.
Not Big Ed.
Big Ed.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, I don't know. I think it depends if you want to, like you said, reopen the can of worms. We can't tell you what to do.
I think they want to see him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think they want to see him.
Yeah. And
I say
just do it in a public place.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm trying to think like when you look back on your life in like 20 years time, what do you wish you would have done? You know?
Yeah.
Do you wish you just like pulled the Band-Aid off and was like, fuck it, let's see what this guy's like in real life? If I were in your position, I mean, obviously I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what your sensibilities are, but I would look back and wish that I had at least met this guy just to see what was up.
Right.
And then you could be like, all right, we're done. Never seeing you again. You can move on life.
Right.
And never have to worry about it. But like, you only live once.
Right.
Like, not to be a YOLO guy, but you know, go for the experience.
Right. And then I feel like
As
also,
safely as you can.
I think it would also help you if you run into this experience again. And then I also say like go back into the other parts of this podcast where we talk about like, hey, just be objective and don't like let the charm of meeting this person in real life change everything that you've figured out on paper already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's a good answer.
I think it's a very good answer. Well, we're coming towards the end of the episode. We'd love to keep you on for just a little bit of a bonus segment that we were going to do on Patreon. But
Cool.
we have this segment at the end called Self-Perception Corner. We ask our guests to describe how they believe they are perceived by other people, and then we say how we actually perceive you.
Wow. I like that. How I'm perceived by other people. It really depends on the people.
Go through every group.
I think my best friends perceive me as a sociopath.
That's why they love you.
Wait, why?
Because I'm like super calculated. Like
Okay.
like when I analyze my jokes, I go through I voice record them and I study the shapes of the laughs.
Oh,
Wow.
that's really cool.
And I go like, this is a nice big pop, or this one like does this, and I'm like, it means that people don't get it. Or like I'll see one that's like this, and then it does that. I was like, oh, they needed permission from other people in the crowd. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just like very mathy in a lot of ways. And I don't know. I'd like do a lot of things with math and so I think my closest friend, and then I have like all these like systems for thinking about dating and all. So like very sociopathy, you know?
That's not sociopathy.
Oh, okay. Well, my friends don't know what a sociopath is, but that's what they keep calling me.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of super calculated, super, I don't want to say cold, but just like all strategic all the time. What probably my best friends would say. People who see me on stage, people in comedy, probably just like, I don't want to say chill. I want to say like, you know, high, like cool to hang out with, I guess.
Yeah.
With like a tinge of hard work that they can see, like they can't see the iceberg, and then like a tinge of introspection. That's probably how I think people perceive me.
Okay. I will say I think a word I think is better than cold or strategic. I would say cerebral. Definitely a cerebral guy. You're someone that like is very intellectual and likes to physicalize emotions or like ways to manage emotions in a way that is safe for you. So I think you're a very cerebral person for sure. I think you're a very hard worker. I think you're very thoughtful because like, you came to my Thanksgiving and something spilled on that couch where you're sitting, and you lifted the cloth cover and put paper towel underneath so it would soak into that instead of the couch. And I was like, that's a really thoughtful, like I couldn't think of a better way I would have dealt with the situation than that, which is it's a very rare thing for me to think or notice in someone. I was like, God damn, he dealt with that perfectly. And I was just very grateful that you were there to do. I was like, this is so nice. Yeah.
This man saved my couch. He's coming to the podcast.
Yeah. He's coming back. Yeah.
He's saved my couch. I love this guy.
But do you not get that?
Yeah,
like that,
of course I
like
do.
that touches my soul.
I know you're a whatever. It's,
What?
No,
What, Gabby? What? What am I?
A wonderful human being who loves his couch in a way that is perhaps mentally ill. and so wonderful.
You know what? You should do a sketch where someone's about to spill something on your couch, and then a friend of yours like goes to save it, and then you're like, "Oh my God, you saved it!" And they're like, "I'm not gonna survive very long." The cup was full of Panera charged lemonade.
I'm glad you know about the lemonade now. I feel like that will impact
that's
you.
crazy. I had no idea.
I think from my perspective, I see you as first of all, this is like not related to your personality at all. I've noticed you have like really small and cute ears.
People have said this before.
Aww.
I love that you just got a little bit like ooh.
I think my ex is the only one that said that, but I've had one ex and she said that in the past. But yeah,
It's true. They're very cute, and I think Yeah, I feel like the first time I saw it, I was like in an objective way, like that's a handsome dude. You know, you don't meet a lot of handsome dudes in comedy.
Thank you.
And
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
but then
No, it is the thing I noticed. I was just like, shit. First
Yeah.
time I saw it, I was like, shit, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think, yeah, the hard work really comes through. The being strategic really comes through. Being like thoughtful about your joke writing and like how you are interpersonally. I think it would be really fun to see you like let loose. Like, I feel like you're like a fun guy, and I'd love to see you like, I don't know, like, not worry about what everyone would think if you just like went a little crazy once in a while. Like, I think that'd be fun. You know?
Well, you know what's funny? I saw a segment. I saw one of your clips was like drinking or.
Text your drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, like I don't really drink. I feel like had I done that, I'd probably go insane.
Really? Well,
It happened.
but Jason, would you please plug and promote anything you have going on, shows coming up, socials you want to plug? Anything at all?
Yeah, well, my social media is Jason King from Queens. I have Instagram. I have TikTok. I need to start posting on TikTok again, but I will soon. I plan to kind of separate post different things on each channel. I have music online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Ooh,
producing
very
music
exciting.
way longer. I've been doing comedy. If you want to check that out, it's also Jason King on Spotify, and the link's in my Instagram. And that's it. You know what?
Nice.
There's not much else to promote. I don't got any bringers this week, so
Nice.
that's all.
Very cool. I don't have much to plug right now. I mean, this is probably going to come out later this month, if not January. Soup of the Day Comedy, I'm going to be doing a show with them at some point in January. Debating.
Oh, me too.
Oh, nice. I don't know what date. They may
I
be
think I'm the
switching up.
17th.
17th. Oh, they actually just messaged me saying like, hey, this date is no longer going to work.
Oh, my bad.
Wow.
Did you not get?
Out.
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
You what?
I did it yesterday. I got it yesterday. They told me the 6th, and I missed their text, and they were like 17th. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah. It was no. Oh no, wait. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting mixed up. I was supposed to do the 3rd, but then they said, "Hey, can you do the 17th instead?" Something that happened with the 3rd.
Hell
So
yeah.
you guys are going to be on at the 17th?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But now
will
I'm
be there.
hoping maybe, fingers crossed, I'm doing a roast battle on the 3rd instead now.
Sick.
So hopefully I get to do this, and that opponent says yes, because I've already written a lot of jokes for this person.
Holy crap. I have one person I've written a lot of jokes for, but go ahead. Sorry.
We'll hear about this off cam.
Okay. Yeah.
Off cam, I want to
Yeah.
hear. I'm going to be opening for a show Dave Sheehan's putting together
Nice.
in January. And then, I don't know, beyond that, just follow my show, Wait But Are You Sure? It's,
Hell yeah.
I feel like us comics, we're always trying to like get spots and grind. And this is my show where I just like let loose and do silly characters and have fun. So,
Hell
yeah. Thank you to Jason King. You've
Thank
been
you,
an
Jason.
amazing
Oh.
guest.
Sorry. Did I spoil the end?
Spoil the end.
I have one thing to say.
No, say it.
Okay, if you're gonna follow my Instagram, if you're gonna watch any of my shows, February is my birth month, and my funniest month of the year,
Why is it your funniest month of the year?
because I could always start with Black History and then just fucking go
Yeah.
straight to all the race stuff.
Oh, that rocks.
It's my funniest month of the year.
Follow this guy in the funniest month of the year and all the other
Go
months of the
see
year.
him every single month of the year. Every single month is Black History Month when Jason King is in town. Thank you, Jason King.
Yay. Thank you to producer Olivia. Thank
Yes.
you to our audience. We've been two
Thank
Nosy
you.
Meerkats. Subscribe to the Patreon for more content. We'll see you next
Indeed.
time.
We'll see you there.